Yo, BJ Gaddour with the Daily BJ. We're going barbell and bands. So you need a barbell placed into a corner of a wall or a landmine setup. Going to give us nice, unique force factors or angles of resistance that we can't get with other equipment. Diagonal nature, very joint friendly, but also burn fat, build muscle, make you more athletic. If we can add bands to it, it's even better because the bands will take that dead weight and add dynamic variable resistance on top of it. We get peak tension and peak contraction. Also makes it so we don't have to add too much weight to the bar. So again, very joint friendly, and bands make everything better. So here's the workout. Only 3 movements, but in total it's 6 as you're doing unilateral, one-sided. So start weak side in each of these. If you have no Warhammer, which we recommend, and I'll tell you why in a second, you do all this stuff by just using the other end of the bar. Start with an empty barbell, and then from there you can go 5s, 10s. For most people, you would not need, a 25 would destroy you with this, even if you're really strong and fit. So start empty. You'd even start with a lighter barbell if needed. If 45 is too hard, go lighter. But the Warhammer is going to be something you can quickly put on that does 3 key things. Creates more space and separation from the bar, more user-friendly gripping options, especially if you are a lady or small-handed individual. It's hard to hold that thick end of that barbell, and then it also allows for a better band anchor. But again, you can do this entire workout without the band, just gonna make it more challenging. So here we go. I'm gonna show everything with the band, just imagine it without the band if you don't use the band. See, we're smart. So what I'm gonna do is get it set like this, place it on the bar, lift up into position. So I'm pressing with my right, the left leg is forward. I'm going to take your offhand, put it on your abs, and keep your abs crunched and maintain that tension in the abdomen. Elbows tight to the ribs. I'm gonna push all the way through, not just here, push all the way through the scapula. That's the addition of the band to it, forces you to push through that resistance, control it right back down. Push all the way through, control it right back down. Working that. Muscles along the rib side. The rib side is the muscles alongside the rib cage. Call it rib side. Push all the way through, lower and control, all right? You'll do all your reps on one side and then switch. Coming out, just band right there. Next one is a landmine bent over row. So what I'm gonna do is take the band like this, hook, move it like that, put it on the lead foot, right on here, and then I'm gonna hold the inside just like this, all right? Get into that kind of stagger. Make sure that back foot is far enough back so the weight doesn't hit. We're gonna pull nice and low to the ribs. You can either put the hand here, just a nice flat back position, chest up, and pull low on the ribs, squeeze, lower and control. Or you can have that opposite hand on the small, that low back. Pull it here, lower and control. So I get that peak tension right here, lower back. Squeeze, lower back, and then set down, all right? So this one is super challenging, but again, really, the big focus, we're gonna pull high up here, pull low to the ribs, and again, maintain that nice, good low back positioning. Get both sides, not only work the entire upper body backside, but glutes, hams, and it's a great exercise. Final movement requires a little bit of setup. You've got enough rest and transition between the moves to allow for the setup. So what I do here is, I create an X-band setup. I'm gonna work my left leg, right shoulder, push down, step midsole, and then get here. Then I'm gonna go and kind of use both hands, or one hand at a time, to pull the weight up, put it just like this on my trap, area like that. It's spaced out, all right? Nice and set. And then from there, loading that front foot, I'm going to lower and control, right there, perfect. Lower and control, push right through. So it's a pushback split squat. Lower and control, push through, and I get peak tension at the top by pushing through the band. Lower control, great for the quads and glutes. Also single-sided load, great for the core. Coming out of it, just gonna come here, set it down. When you pick the band out, here, and just switch. Now, some of you are gonna be like, look, I don't need to do Cirque du Soleil this morning, or whenever you're working out. Just get rid of the bands, and if you find that setup is difficult in the pushback split squat, you could also just do a normal split squat where you are loading this way, holding it, and you make it work. But it's not exactly what we're looking for. The pushback is just going to give you a really unique angle you're not used to, really loading you up, and it's more of a backward traction movement. So it's like any other, unlike any other split squat you can do. So be patient with it, and again, just getting into position. We kind of just can clean the weight up here, set, place it, and again, you can see how much more comfortable it is with with that Warhammer. Especially if you've got a big upper body, my upper body would hit the plate sometimes on some of these movements. So you can see the move. It's a great one coming out, lowering control. It's a great workout, and again, you find yourself in a situation where you can't do this for whatever reason, just do the other routines and make it work. But I want to expose you guys to the best at home and anytime gym friendly options. This will really round out your training, and it's the safest way, in my opinion, to use barbells. Good luck.